three books that changed my life. The first book that I got into that really accelerated my interest in books because the author was just so impactful. What he had to say was it just completely changed my paradigm, my mind. From that moment on, I looked at books completely different. They were no longer just, just a book with words in them. They were actually ideas that changed the way I moved. 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. This one is crazy, man. The first book I ever read was this one. This was when I was in university in my final year, actually. And I was like, I'm so down right now. And I just read it one time, and I've read so many more books afterwards, and this one was the catalyst, man. This changed everything. Jordan Peterson, man. Just what he goes on, just how life is, just what life is about. And I was going through a pretty hard time in my life, and just like the first chapter about like lobsters, mate, I should probably read it again and go through the politics part again, because I am quite into politics. But at the time I was just so bored by it that it's the only chapter that I basically sort of skipped. Basically every other one was great, and when I finished this book I was just enthralled and wanted to continue reading. So yeah, that's the Antidote to Chaos. This is basically what got him really popular, so 10 out of 10 recommendation. That's the first book. So the second one is Awaken the Giant Within, yeah, by Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, man. Tony Robbins is the man, bro. I've read his money book as well, which I'll probably put in another series as well. But this one is crazy. You can see there's just so much like depth to it. It's a big old book as well. I think there's like 600 pages or something. Never forgotten about the opening statement about pain and pleasure and understanding, how things are basically. So yeah, that was a real good segue from 12 Rules to Life from Jordan Peterson onto Tony Robbins. These two have completely changed my mind. This is why I'm got it in this specific order as to what actually helped me madly, like neural conditioning of some sort. And what he talks about neural pathways in this changes everything, the way you see everything. Like you'll never be the same after reading this book. All about the authors, that's what I'm saying. It's all about the authors. Unlimited Power as well, that's the other one I haven't read, but the money one, I'll talk about that in another video as well. But yeah, let's move on, man. Tony Robbins, big up, man. Third, yeah, okay, so this one, yeah, this is crazy. So this one is called Psycho-cybernetics, man. Yeah, it was just a no-brainer, man. I was thinking like, what's the third book? And I saw this and I was like, I remember this clearly. Like I was reading it back one time and I was like, no, I was reading it one time when I first read it, and it was such a powerful time. And things like ignoring buzzers and rings from your phone or whatever, just like learning to ignore that is like, yeah, that's what he talks about in this, how it like completely changes the way you think. You stop being a slave to your phone or to noises and alarms and little bells that basically treat you like a dog, like using your other hand to tie your laces, how that completely improves your whole nervous system and takes control of your body. And it's all about controlling your body really, and how to change your life. And I saw something on Twitter recently about brushing your teeth with the other side of your other hand or something. It increases your neuroplasticity and helps your mind basically learn things quicker. The only reason you read a book is because the author is actually like inspiring, and he's actually got business to talk about. He's actually got something to actually put in your mind. He's a plastic surgeon. He basically couldn't understand why some people their minds were changed from having a plastic surgery, and some people were completely changed inside and out, and other people weren't changed inside but they were changed out, and there's really great stories about that inside this book. And yeah, basically the whole premise of this book is that it's about self-image and how you see yourself. This book was talking about like a safe space inside your head, like creating this bubble, this picture of like your safe HQ, sort of like I don't know, like a space shuttle within your head where like nothing can hurt you. All these three books, solid books if you're gonna read any self-improvement books. But this book goes in all about how to improve your breathing and the history behind why our jaws aren't developed properly. And how to improve our nose breathing, and just how to like just way more toolkits on how to breathe and like clearly think, basically. So yeah, this is the final book, which I'm talking about, is Jaws. I think it's like 40% or maybe it's like 60% of people have temporomandibular joint disorder, with TMJ. And that's like, it fucked me up so hard. Like, it literally gave me depression. I couldn't think properly. Like, my whole appearance and my facial structure was not just fucked up like psychologically, but fucked up physically, you know? I couldn't breathe easily, and I felt bad about myself and stuff like this, and stuff which made me think that there was nothing, like no hope, basically. I thought like my body had grown into this retarded way. So yeah, just this is the fourth book as a bonus. Man, so many people don't get past the first chapter of a book, man. When you first finish that first book, man, 12 Rules for Life, when you first finish that, your paradigm will change. You'll be like, I'm a person who finishes books. And I think the key is maybe to keep that momentum going as well, where you start reading another book and you then finish a second book. And yeah, it's crazy. You just go through little moments where you read a lot, and then other times where you don't, and you really see the difference. Yeah. A really nice quote, which I'll leave this video on, that Tony Robbins mentions in Awaken the Giant Within, is leaders are readers.